All right, Kiwi Mike.
Oh, your favorite fenders.
Kiwi Mike's sink.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Saturday, March
9th,
going
10th?
to 9th or 10th? 10th.
It's the 10th. It's the 10th.
It's the 10th. It's the 10th.
Yep.
We're going to Kiwi Mike's. Kiwi Mike's is world renowned for
Indian motorcycles.
Indian motorcycles. So
Dave and Kathy met him on the side of the road.
Everybody calls me Kiwi.
Cat.
Freeway, yeah.
I'm skeptical if they really met this guy. So we're going to find out.
World renowned for Indian motorcycles, movies, the world's fastest Indian. We'll get some more information. Hopefully, we're gonna go see him. Hopefully, they allow us to film at his garage, and it's somewhere in Riverside. We won't disclose any more than that because that's why. So, cool.
Yeah. So we'll let you guys know. Hopefully, we get some good footage.
Real good footage. Yeah. All right.
All right. Peace out.
Peace. Kiwi Mike's in undisclosed area. We're here gonna tour his garage. Kiwi Mike's known for his Indian motorcycles.
Indian
Yes.
motorcycles.
His wife Carolyn. Thank you so much for allowing us to come in, and they take a picture in front of this guy every time. So,
Yeah.
thank you. That's awesome.
He's gotten really yucky.
Try not to have a smell.
Oh no,
Amazing.
smells like motorcycles. Oh my
Right.
gosh.
All right. This is.
Holy cannoli.
Kiwi Mike's.
Look at these engines.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So are these engines that you build for people?
Yes.
Whoa. Yeah, most of them are. I got some for myself as well.
Yeah.
I try and, I'm working on everybody else's stuff, so the only way I can get my stuff done is, okay, I'm working on somebody else's, and it's the same thing as one of my bikes. Like I got about 5 bikes going at the moment for myself, but just work a little bit in with, if I'm building somebody's flywheel assembly or somebody's top end, I'll do mine. Because you go into, anybody's got working on other people's stuff and they got their own projects, they never get to their own projects if they're working on everybody else's. So I figured out, if I sneak a little bit of mine in, little by little, it gets done.
That's crazy.
Hey, good strategy.
This is just this is phenomenal. I love the smell of the engine. Feels like home.
I'm here all the time, so I can't really smell it.
And so I'm an automotive technician by trade.
Yeah.
So the smells just makes me feel like I'm working.
Yeah.
It makes me happy. So yeah.
The other thing I have a bit of a, like the solvent has a bit of a smell to it.
Yeah.
But then
No,
again,
it's-
I'm
yeah,
using
it's
some
not
other
a-
stuff around the motors too.
So
It's not a bad smell at all.
Blocks,
Do you mind if I continue walking?
No, that's fine.
Look, a
These
little bit.
cases look new. Do they make new?
Oh my goodness. Do you help them work on them?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you really?
You do?
So lucky. That's a beautiful bike.
And I also mostly do the parts. and
Really?
Stuff. I pull parts and ship them out.
Yeah, because you can ride on.
Yeah.
This is the one you were on when I met you, right?
No, it was similar to that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was red.
How many do you own?
Not enough. Right?
So what year?
47.
47?
This one.
That's it?
Hey, 30. That one's 1930.
1930.
And when did the Indians start?
01.
Oh, okay.
1901.
3.
Yeah, Indians were started first from what
It was America's first production motorcycle. Now, it's not America's first motorcycle, as some would want to tell the story, but
right.
when it comes to production, there were other motorcycle manufacturers, but
Right.
Indian just at that time, they partnered, there was 2 of them, Hindi and Headstrip, and one was good at actually mass production, the other one was an engineer. So one was doing bicycles, mass producing bicycles, and then they both come together, and that's where things just accelerated. You had the best of both worlds. You had a good engineer and a good person on production, mass production.
Gotcha. I love the big flared fenders and the Indian chief head. That's just
That was Indian's iconic thing, and that's what really. It was 1940 they came out with that, and that actually ground on Harley.
Oh, really?
Really ground on Harley, because you could identify an Indian. You could not a Harley at the time had
Right.
no identifying traits. And it wasn't until, look, I'm not a Harley, I'm going to get the year off a little bit, but it wasn't until they had, I'm going to call it the FL, the slash cut fender, where it
Right.
would just come straight out from under here.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
actually, for the first time, had an identifying,
Right.
a design.
This said Harley.
Yeah. Indian had these iconic fenders.
Yeah.
So my understanding is the reason that Harley got bigger than Indian was because of a contract with the government for the
There
war.
was some. Okay, look who we are.
Because I know history's always blurred, but
It's blurred, subjective.
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
The early years, Indian was better at engineering.
Yeah.
Going back to the teens.
This is more.
Did they?
yeah. They were faster than Harley for the longest time. Yeah,
Harley did play catch up. When you look back, I mean, Harley
There you go,
actually
yeah.
put more
Just let it
focus
sit there,
on
huh?
their
Let it cook.
dealers and end users. Indian sort of got lost along the way. Indian also put a lot of money into that four cylinder. So they poured into that. I think it was. It officially come Indian 4 in 1928.
Yeah.
1928 became, this is a 1930.
And they kept developing that all the way through. The last year was 42, which really was a leftover of 41. But what they were doing is they were putting all their money into the four cylinder because they were selling it to police departments, municipalities, and they'd actually lost focus of the end user.
Yeah.
You know, they were looking for that bigger contract. And it was prestige. You sold it to the police department. And that's where Harley just kept chipping away. I mean, how many companies have gone through, you know, their what do you call it, their history, and then they've sort of lost focus on what they were there for. And then somebody else comes along and starts chipping at your ankle toes and your ankle and your knee and next
Right.
thing here, you know. And that's not what Harley did, just strategically. I also think Harley was better placed in the country geographically, being Wisconsin, Milwaukee, sort of
Right.
more central, shall we say,
Where was Indian at?
Massachusetts.
That's all East Coast.
Sort of like our, okay, let's give an example, like our government. Our government's in Washington DC.
Right.
They're completely disconnected from a lot of the other parts of the country, especially out here in the West.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
And companies are that way if they got to focus back there. And I think that's, you know, go back in time, there was no internet, telephones were sparse, so you sort of had that bush telegraph, so you had that stronghold on the East Coast, and it didn't, it had pockets across the country, but not like Harley could go every which way.
Right.
Indians way the hell over here. You got to go, oh, they don't
Yeah.
know what's really going on over the West Coast. They had some good dealers and distributors out here,
Right.
but I think geographically, Harley was better positioned.
Yeah.
But
And then,
Indians
this is
did
so
some
funny.
missteps along the way.
Ross was on the salt here.
And I can't complain about it because here I am, successful business, yeah.
Right.
How do you?
Oh my gosh.
How do you feel about the newer Indians?
Oh, wow.
They got their place.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, they're kicking Harley's butt.
I think it's a good thing.
And who owns it? It's Polaris. I always think Bombardier, but it's not Polaris.
Yeah, so Polaris are a great bunch of engineers.
That started it all.
Yeah, I saw.
He was,
I don't know where I saw it, read it. But Polaris intentionally
This is just beautiful
made a whole
shot.
different
Just
division
phenomenal.
because they wanted the motor. They wanted a motorcycle culture.
Polaris never had an identifying, of course, like, they never had anything with any substance.
and then
Like
we
they
met
built
him in the
Victory.
90s.
Victory is a
And
great
then he
motorcycle.
Right.
But it
watching
didn't
us.
have any
And then
soul, it didn't have any
as he
roots.
made different parts, and then all of a sudden Mike made a motor,
They
a
really
production
had
motor. And then he got so excited that he ran into us at a.
Just a privilege that he allowed us to come in here and check his shop out and sharing his information. He's comes to Indians by far the smartest person to ever
They
meet.
hired. They didn't bring a bunch of Polaris people over. They wanted to create a genuine motorcycle culture, so they were hiring from the motorcycle industry.
How can you say no? It's
Harley,
Canada.
They have their, They did have a lot of people with them.
Yeah,
Like
but I
engineers.
I didn't realize they owned Victory, so they already were in the motorcycle.
I could see that. As soon as they bought Indian, I go, you know what? Victory's just unlimited.
Yeah.
Lifespan.
By the way, I met a girl, or we met a girl that her aunt has an old 40-something Indian,
Okay.
and she didn't know what to do with it. And I hope you didn't mind, but I said, call this guy, he'll tell you what to do with it, you know, because she's like, we're getting all weird offers from 10,000 to 30,000. I said, this is the guy you want to talk to. So I hope you don't mind I gave your number to him. I don't know if they ever contacted you, but
I haven't talked to anybody on that yet.
yeah, I did. She said it'd been sitting in the garage for like 20 years and hadn't been started. And, of course, yeah, they're there to make money. And
Look at this bike.
because she was asking me, she saw my bike, she's like, what do you think it's worth? I'm like, that's not my specialty.
I just give them a working range. Look, this is from here to here.
Right,
You
right.
can't say, look, it's absolutely ridiculous.
No, yeah, but
I gotta look at the condition, I gotta look at pictures.
right, yeah, but you're a lot more educated than I am by
And markets
100%.
can change too, you know?
Sure, sure. These are
This is
just
a gorgeous bike. The paint scheme on this. Do you have a favorite?
I don't have a favorite, but look,
I wonder, if that's my moving target though, right?
my go-to bike is my Coast
I can
Guard
show you
bike.
that other
Which is,
one.
Yeah. Dude, I love that paint job. The Indian head.
my Coast Guard bike is just,
oh.
I,
And what-
I can't say I have a favorite.
What year is it?
1945.
1945 Coast Guard bike.
This is an essential use, which means you had to be a doctor, police department or something like that in order to get that bike. You know, they did a lot for the military, but there's a few differences on the essential use.
Wow.
But this one I built for the Coast Guard in, I think it was 2012. And they had a dedication, they had 5 bike builders build a bike for each division of the forces. And they just threw me the Coast Guard bike, and nobody had ever done anything for the Coast Guard. And what was cool about it, I got to know a lot of Coast Guard people. I was on some of their bases, and super duper people, and super appreciative because nobody does anything for the Coast Guard. It's almost like the forgotten force.
Yeah.
And they don't have a standard. They don't have a standard color scheme, if you will.
Right.
Paint scheme.
Got you.
So I could do it every which way.
Do you ride this a lot?
Yeah, I do a lot. I rode it. I was the only one that rode their bike. So there's 5 bike builders, and I knew the other 4. And I go, they're just going to throw it in a trailer to Washington D.C. I go, any bike I build is built to ride.
You
And
did
I
not.
rode it from here to Charlotte, North Carolina, because a friend of mine runs JoJo's Racing, Wally Brown, and he said, "Hey, if you're here on this weekend," he said, "I'll have you VIP tickets to the NASCAR races." And I looked at the date and I go, "You get those tickets now because I'll be there." So I rode from here to Charlotte, North Carolina, the NASCAR race there, and then I went up to Washington D.C. I think I put on about this one.
On
And I
this
took all
bike?
and that's not freeway. That's back roads.
So he did, when I met him on the highway, the freeway, we were on the 15 freeway by the cemetery, and he had lost points, right?
No, I actually brain farted.
Oh.
I was playing around with the distributor and I didn't clip the cap on properly.
Gotcha.
So as the rotor was going around,
Yeah.
it ripped the top off the rotor. It was like that was my brain fart.
Right.
So I was talking to him, and I don't know, I felt an instant connection. We just started talking motorcycles, and he said, I said, yeah, we went to Sturgis. He's like, oh, I go to Sturgis. I'm like, on one of these? He's like, yeah. But he looked at me and he goes, do you take the freeway or the highway? So we take the freeways. He says, you're not seeing America.
No.
And that stuck with me hard. That's really
The back
has.
roads is where you see America. All my riding is back roads.
That stuck with me. I've never forgot that
You'll
saying.
see America. You'll discover old America. You know, the freeway is the modern version. You know, it's
Right.
when you want to get fast from here to there.
Yeah.
Like you want to pit stop gas.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of miles. But you go through the little towns on the back roads. You'll see parks. You'll see state parks. You'll see just
cool
what
looking.
people have done in their yards is amazing. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
There's when we used to live in Pinion Hills, we'd go up to Sacramento. There's the 138 turns into the 395, and then the 58 or something like that. We'd take,
Yeah.
and there's a helicopter in someone's front yard. Helicopter.
Yeah.
You know, so when you said that,
Yeah.
I started processing it. I'm like, we're gonna start changing our rides when we have time. We're gonna take highways instead of freeways.
So we do, like, there's been times where we've gotten off the highway, getting the back roads, like we went to Montana.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. I mean, you see some cool little towns.
Yeah. You go up through
Yeah.
Utah, like I'll take the freeway from here to St. George. Okay. And then from St. George, then I'll start going into Zion Canyon, Bryce Canyon, Capitol
Yeah.
Reef, all through there. And I won't touch another bit of freeway. No, I'm on the 80, I think it's 80. Maybe it's just, no, 70, just for maybe 50 miles to get into Colorado. And then from there, I'm all back roads into Wyoming,
That's crazy.
up into South Dakota.
We're doing Sturgis again this year.
I'll put you on an awesome route.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
The
Yeah.
first day is
How do you
shitty.
get those back routes? Can you GPS it? You just say back roads, or I mean,
No, I'll tell you the roads to be on,
Okay.
and you can put it in your GPS. I don't run
Okay.
with GPS unless I'm lost.
guy runs
If
old
I'm
school.
lost,
He does. That's why I was so fascinated by him.
yeah.
I was so fascinated listening to him. He's like, I don't listen to music.
No.
I don't have my phone out. I just cruise. And I cruise the back roads and the highways, not the freeways.
my
Like,
phone is on my bike,
right.
strictly for taking photos and videos.
Yeah.
That's it. Unless I'm totally lost,
Yeah.
and I can't figure it out, I'll pull out a GPS. Might hook up GPS. Sometimes get a motel too.
Right.
But
right.
other than that, I'm not interested.
So let me ask you a question. Do you book your hotels ahead of time, or see?
See this guy.
So,
Towards the end of my ride, that's right. Because I don't know. I mean, I might, like when I go through Zion and Bryce Canyons, there's people that want to talk to you.
well, look at these
They're tourists.
bikes.
They're from
I
another
would-
country.
Right.
No,
I would-
motorcycle
oh,
people. So
yeah.
they want to get their photo taken with the bike,
Yes.
and then they want to start BSing.
Yes.
And I don't put myself on any time constraint. You
Right,
know? I mean,
right.
you don't know where a conversation's going to lead, and other people come along and take more photos. That's the cool part about it.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying, because we always book our hotels, and he said we got to go old. Two things we want to try to do this year. One, we're going to ride Pacific Coast Highway from where it starts in San Juan Capistrano till it ends in Legit, California.
Yeah.
And we want to ride that without booking a hotel, because he's a big thing is let's just ride, and when we get tired, we'll get a hotel.
Now, some places I will say need to book in. What the hell is it? Not Rawlins, Wyoming.
These things are booked up. Is that?
Yeah, that just little towns,
Yeah.
and you
Well,
got
that's the-
there's only,
yeah.
it's probably only one
Yeah.
place for sure that I'll book it
Right.
along the way. But I'll do it. I won't do it ahead. My bookings are towards the end of the day. I know how far I'm going to get.
Right. Right.
And then the other thing we want to do is we want to do the old school, throw a tent and a sleeping bag on there, drive and camp
I've
somewhere.
done all that shit. a long time
Yeah,
ago.
we're done with it, but we haven't done it on
We're
bikes.
just checking off the list.
Yeah,
It
we
won't
want to.
last long.
Yeah, one night. We just want to do it one night.
No, trust me, I know. I'm not a rugged guy.
I
Like
used to
that.
do that when I first come out.
Yeah.
You know, I saved money. I was 6
Sure.
weeks on the road. 1982, I was 6 weeks on the road, traveling all around the western United States, and I was in hellacious rainstorms,
Yeah,
baking ass sun,
yeah.
and after that I was. I mean, I'm a Boy Scout. I tough it out, but
Sure. So we've been.
You're on this.
This is what amazes me is that I know the comfort that we're on because we ride 22s.
Look at the suspension. It's basically a spring on the seat.
yeah.
Right?
But one thing you guys don't have, like you've got road suspension.
Right.
Okay? So you
Yeah.
still feel bumps. If that shock
Yeah.
doesn't work good,
Right.
this is what I do.
Yeah.
This tractor seat
Oh my gosh.
will never give you a nut sore
There
ass.
too, right there too.
Yeah.
That is just neat. And the wife rides with you.
Yep.
Look at the handle. Look at the little handle for her to hold on to.
You ride on.
That is just-
How far have you, so all his trips or most of his trips?
Most of his trips,
Yeah. Yeah. So you
We've gone
guys.
across the country
Yeah.
to Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
You okay with being on camera? Oh, okay. So make sure. I don't want to make
that?
Is it
assumptions.
okay for me to be on camera?
Yeah, no, 100%. I just want to make sure you're okay with it. I don't want to
How's that
perceive anything.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at it. Check it out. Look.
He's got her own suspension back here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Way
Grab
cool.
handle?
Yeah. What a
He
cool
rode
guy.
this. He rode this to North Carolina, and then from North Carolina to Washington D.C.
Look at
4200
wall.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know, they're running along.
Who are the other
I
builders?
never touched the thing on it other than the gas caps. I do one oil change along the way.
Yeah.
I never touched
Yeah.
anything else on it.
It must have been a good builder.
Yeah, I like the building. Right, I don't.
I'm.
Like people say, like even Harley, some people say, oh, Harley's unreliable.
Yeah, so what?
Well, totally dismiss that. But you've got a lot of these half-ass mechanics that get involved, get in it and start playing around with stuff and don't know what they're doing, or they think they know what they're doing, you know. Most of the ones that are broken down are not because of the factory, but because of somebody else.
Somebody else touched it.
Yeah. And that's what I like to, when I go through everything, I go through everything.
Come out here
Really?
and, yeah.
Instead of just fixing what's broke, you fix everything.
Really?
Like this one here was a ground up restoration. I mean, it was like that. It was actually sitting on a pellet like that.
Wow.
That's how I got it.
All original parts.
All original parts. I
love that distributor. It's like a
Yeah.
kind of a card.
It is, yes.
So that's all mechanical advance.
Oh, so you got. Oh, look at that.
Now Indians originally a left-hand throttle. So you're running with a left-hand throttle. So your right hand is your spark, advance, and retard.
And you just kind of, you know how to advance and retard it just by feel, right?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
You're listening for. I mean,
pinging and.
it's really you're listening for a pinging sound, and it's very audible.
Yeah.
So it's you actually can't believe how much. No, your modern vehicle automatically compensates for everything. If you got crappy gas, and there is a lot of crappy gas out there on a bike like this, you know you got a crappy load of gas. Yeah. You put it in your new bike, you don't know.
Right.
You think you got fresh gas and it was good gas. It's not. There's a lot of good name brand fresh gas you think you're buying, and it's crap.
And on this, you're going to find out
You're gonna
because of
find
the
out on
pinion.
this.
Yeah.
It's going to let you know.
So you advance and retard it based off of your
Once
noise
you
and throttle
advance it, you pretty well don't have to touch it once you get going.
once you get going. Yeah.
But if you're going up a steep hill or a hill, and if you got some not so good gas, you'll have to retard it because you'll hear it start pinging.
So this one is left-handed throttle?
Yep.
Wow. That's just amazing. There's so much, you got so much information.
And 1940 was the first year Indian went to suspension. I mean, Harley, I believe, was in the 50s.
That's crazy.
Where's the clutch on this?
It's foot clutch. I can show you actually. It's probably easier to show you on this bike over here.
There's a lot going on. Riding one of these.
It's not for the faint of heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got.
So that's disengaged,
So
and that's engaged.
okay.
And then you
Disengage,
shift it
shift.
with the hand shift.
Left-hand throttle.
Left-hand throttle,
Look at that.
hand shift, foot clutch.
Pretty cool.
See, this would take me a while to figure out.
Right hand.
Did you do this?
Advance and
No,
retard.
that's how I got it.
Really?
Yeah, this belonged to quite a this bike got quite a bit of history, Southern California history. It belonged to Dave Hansen, who owned the shop in Ventura, and he passed away last April, April 2022. And he's by the ocean, so it ended up sitting in the corner. You know, he got older. You know, wasn't riding, so the bike got neglected. And I just went through everything. I bought the bike from the family and just went through everything systematic. I just got my little way of going through from the back wheel, the brakes, and do that, and just work my way through. You know, do the intake manifold, you know, head gaskets, carburetor, distributor, clean the tanks, and just work my way all the way through electrical to the front end. And
Wow.
And the other shop, which is more like a museum.
Whoa.
Kat got excited over this. I don't blame her.
Toys are falling down.
She's a Hot Wheel. She collects Hot Wheels for a hobby. Oh my gosh.
Antique ones?
I collect all.
Even the new ones?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I love.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I said oh my gosh,
Yeah.
but oh my gosh.
The motorcycle one. I have
Oh my god. Oh my
but there's
gosh.
certain ones that you have to look
Way
for
cool.
that have certain.
So is this a sidecar that
on
came?
the package.
You talked about the other bike over there.
I will never get rid of my
Okay.
ever. They're mine. I've
But it's
loved
just
toys
like
since I
that
was
one.
small and I still love them.
You sold that one, didn't you?
What is this?
Did you sell?
I still got the sidecar.
You do have that cycle? Oh, this is his replica, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not my record. That's
beautiful.
my bobber. I wouldn't
That's
say-
that just looks like a fun bike to
It
ride.
is. It holds ass. You go up Idlewild just like a slot car going around.
Oh my gosh. Here it is. Here's my sexy fender. I love that sexy fender. And then on the sexy fender, if you look at the sidecar, it's got a sexy fender with that Indian head. It's just surreal. Oh my gosh. And why do I find this one sexier? Probably because the patina. I love the patina.
You can't hurt it.
I don't know that.
Then there's a 3-wheel
Is
trike.
this an Indian?
Oh my gosh.
That's a
I've never seen it.
custom. It's custom.
Yeah, that's kind of
Oh
cool.
my gosh.
Sit.
I've been in a, well, not been. Oh my gosh, look at this.
It's so fun.
Cat's in heaven. Sitting in a sidecar.
Very,
It
very
Kiwi
really
Mike shop.
is.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Oh
You'll
my
have bumps.
gosh.
You won't feel nothing in that sidecar.
Really?
Nothing.
Get the bumps
Absolutely.
along with you.
You'll have speed bumps. You'll just be straight over it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That even though it's got again
Aww.
sexy
I
fender.
think this would be your bed.
Yeah, I would. I'd be comfortable. Oh my god, the seat is very comfortable.
It is.
Oh my goodness. It's gorgeous.
Is this original?
No,
Or
that's
replica?
actually a friend of ours, Nick Horton,
It's
in
a toy.
Australia. It's
That's a
actually, it's art. But if you get into the details on it, he did an incredible job on it.
Oh my gosh. That's just, it's just, wow.
There you got an Indian chainsaw, which was not made by the Indian company, but
You see out here just looking.
Nice.
just a cool piece. Then the camel, back in the day.
Sitting on an Indian motorcycle.
Yep.
Yep.
That's cool.
And what's interesting, that's the very first of these World War II bikes went to New Zealand.
Oh,
The
nice.
first 5,600, and even though this is an American ad, that's of a New Zealand World War II Indian.
That's crazy.
And you got your lathe, and this is where
Yep.
you do all
Indian.
that.
How's the artwork?
Toys. So look at the old sun speedometer tester.
4-cylinder. This is
Aw.
It's all art. He just gets to it, starts out with a bicycle frame, cuts it, modifies it. These are Australian lawnmower engine cylinders on there. Like the crankcase, some people think it's real. It's not. It's all
Yeah, a lot
art.
of people think it's
all
real.
fake.
It's just sculpture.
But if you look, yeah, it's sculpture.
That's so awesome.
He's incredible.
This is just beautiful. This is just, thank you so much. I just don't know how many times I can say thank you. This is so
Oh, you're
awesome.
welcome.
yeah.
This
I'm
is
so
so
slowly
awesome.
getting. I want to set it up as a museum in here.
Yeah, I think you have enough to do it.
Yeah, you have.
There's more too.
Oh,
There's
do you
more
mind?
too.
Do you, oh my goodness. It's just,
That's one of my tribute bikes I used to buy. I mean,
you've got to look at just everywhere, because anywhere you look, there's
this is an
parts.
original Indian sign from 1947. And this,
Original Indian sign, 1947.
this is the building it was taken off.
That's the bill.
Bolson Lake, Wisconsin.
That's just crazy. Oh my gosh, look at this. Indian genuine outboard motor circa 1926.
We have two of those, don't
Oh my
There's one
gosh.
there, another one up there.
we? There's one up there.
Oh yeah. Is it?
Is this yours?
Yep.
I'm kind of jealous.
Could be yours.
It could be. I wish.
What horse? Yeah.
I don't know if he would ever sell anything though.
Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Well, just everywhere you look, you've got
That's an Indian
Indian.
snowmobile. There's probably about 6 of those left in the world. That's the best example of an unmolested one, unrestored.
Wow.
If you find them,
Unmolested
the
and
wood's all
restored.
rotted out. This one come out of Montana.
Oh wow.
What year?
This one I'm gonna say probably around 39, 40.
Yeah.
Wow. And a little mini bike motorcycle.
Yeah, that's from the paratroopers.
Yeah, they.
Oh, so
Archer.
they would
They could jump off with them.
Yeah, that's from airplanes. Yeah. I
And then
think
they.
that one I told that one was Korean War era.
Wow. This is
So the
just
handlebars
crazy.
fall down, the seat comes down, and the tank would hold, would be full of gas.
Look up there in the corner, all those sexy fenders. That's sexy. A big sexy fender guy. Wow. Is this yours?
This is customers I'm selling on consignment. I got to do a bit of work to it and then selling it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. 1936.
Breath, I was wondering. Whew. Okay, so this is where I get to cry a little bit. I thought I was excited before. Oh my gosh, I did not realize that he had another room.
Wow.
Oh
So
my.
this truly is a museum.
Oh my. Oh, right. I don't know why, but that patina right there is just sexy.
That is 1948.
1948.
That is number 6 off the production line.
Number 6 off the production line. That
Which is
patina-
interesting because India never did a clean cut between one year and another, so there was a bit of carryover 47 stuff.
And it's just sexy. I like the patina. Something about the patina.
Yeah.
Love the shiny one right next to it. Love it.
This is
Beautiful.
original paint, 1946. This one's got 5,000 miles on it. This is
Original 5,000
Original.
factory paint.
Yes,
Holy,
that's the original seat.
holy.
What year is this?
1946.
Oh my gosh.
5,000 original miles.
Oh my gosh. I noticed they all live on carpet too.
I got it free.
Did you?
I did a show down, an expo down in San Diego, and they just throw out carpet, after they do the expo. They,
Right.
And I had just crappy concrete under here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like that picture.
Wow, it just.
Painting.
See, beautiful.
That's George
Beautiful.
Sedlak. He was Evil
Beautiful.
Knievel's painter back in the
Was
day.
he
But
really?
right here,
Really?
that patina.
Yeah.
This
Something
one
about
and
it.
this one too, right?
And this
Wow,
one
that's
here.
cool. Yep.
And that one there.
Yeah.
And then he's done some signs for us too.
Really?
Yeah, all my signage is done by George.
Is it?
We're good personal friends. He's a great guy, great artist.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Who does your signs in your painting?
George Sedlak, who's Evil Knievel's painter back in the day.
Oh, Evil Knievel was one of my heroes too.
Yeah.
But George is a great art. I mean,
And he knew
he's
Evil and-
he can do cartoonish stuff. I mean, he's great. He'll dial into just quickly talking to you what you're into, and then he'll sketch something out. And
he'll
it's like,
sketch his picture
God,
or
he's so
anything.
damn good.
That's crazy.
He's so talented.
He is.
And this is his art, which he's got into fine art the last few years.
Yeah.
But when it comes to signage and God, the guy's just incredible.
Love that sign too.
Yeah, it's from the Gilroy factory. He was on the building.
No way.
Yeah, Gilroy.
Gilroy
Oh yeah, I
factory.
got a friend who bought Indian from.
Gilroy?
Yeah, they called it. I think they get in that area. Oh yeah, because it's garlic, but the Indian they refer to it as a Gilroy Indian.
Yes.
Because he went to go. He went to have it serviced or repaired, and a lot of people wouldn't.
By Eliason Motor Toboggan Company in Wisconsin.
Okay.
But Indian had an affiliation with them. They supplied the mechanicals for it, the motor, transmission. But it was known as an Indian snow toboggan, but it's Eliason Motors Toboggan Company.
So you got a brake shifter.
Well, you've got a shifter, kickstarter, throttle down there, it was a pedal operated throttle. This is actually the steering. If you have a look at
From
the
Indian motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
heads up.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody bought it.
And you had a depth engagement, how far the tracks would go down. That's what this
Okay.
one.
Wow.
I should actually get it going.
Well, start.
We did.
No.
We did get it going once.
No,
Did? We did?
No, we never had this one
I
going.
thought we did.
Uh-uh.
Oh. We have no snow.
Yeah, Southern California.
Yeah.
And I'm
Snow
not
killer.
going in. And I come to
Hard
the
to
conclusion
ride.
the reason why not too many of these.
Go inside.
Stunning.
All
I
right.
just love that.
Kiwi Mike's bathroom.
You see the your favorite fender
Kiwi
is
Mike's sink.
It's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
see the
This
tank?
is amazing.
that is the tank for the toilet.
Yep, the fender. Your
Look at-
favorite thing.
Oh my god, I love those fenders. They're so sexy. Look at that, and then
And then
it's
there's a
literally.
motorcycle seat for the toilet.
Oh my gosh, this is
And
really.
it's like
a
you want it
working
to be
toilet.
like an outhouse.
This is gonna. I'm Sean. I want you to put this on the intro
So
right
he
here.
built it. You guys obviously.
Kiwi Mike
it, right?
built this. It's a working toilet with the gravity tank. Oh my gosh. Please, Sean, use that as the intro. That's the perfect intro.
This is our toilet.
No shit.
The shit up.
Here's the
That was at Sturgis.
For the balance.
That's my 1938 Indian.
Nice.
and a cup. After he did that, the cup says,
Oh
"Please
my
put your
gosh.
hands on your steering and on the bar."
I mean, it actually cleaned up really. It's an older paint job. It'd be 80s paint job. But
Well.
I'm just leaving it because it's Dave Hansen.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Right.
This bike has I got several of his bikes, and they are notable Southern California bikes, and to the back, you know, it's a different era. Like, he's Hispanic, and back then, being a Hispanic in the motorcycle world was unusual, you know. So, you know, you just, I guess when you look back in that era, a lot of you weren't, because it's a cultural thing, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yes. So somebody at work Friday told me. They said 1980. I'm like, yeah, I love the 80s. 40 years ago. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The 80s were 40 years
Yeah.
ago. I'm not like that.
Yeah,
Just
that's-
means I'm
But
old.
Dave was a very acceptable, fun-loving, outgoing guy.
Right.
And his bikes, I mean, they ran good. If you're going to race against Dave Hansen,
Like shows or
you're
anything?
generally going to come in second.
Nice.
Chopper Fest every year.
That's the cool thing. I mean, he had a motorcycle shop, but he knew how to build stuff. He was a
Nice.
performance guy too.
Yeah. And Performance Indians, or did he have all types of
He
bikes?
was
Or?
Indian and Harley.
And,
Nice.
He had a mentor there
I guess they
in the area.
Man Chopper
He was Harley. But he was saying that back in the day, he goes,
they were gonna
guy
have
would
Big Man there.
show up with a pickup truck load of Harley
So
parts.
they just-
And he said there was Indian stuff in there.
Yeah.
He said to take the Harley stuff, you had to take the Indian stuff. There wasn't anybody wanting that stuff.
Continues it.
So it was, you couldn't separate it out. No, I don't want the Indian stuff. They're actually giving it to you, and you had to take it in order to get the Harley
Right.
parts.
Wow.
Take all, right?
Yeah.
How it's changed, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so awesome.
Who would have thought that, you know?
Now, did he race flat track or?
No, he was just street. He
Just a street?
Yeah, he wasn't a racer per
Okay.
se, but he just, if you were going to go up against him on the street, he was just a
He was
fast
just a
rider.
good
Yeah.
rider, yeah.
And knew how to build a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 1948, Indian sent a motorcycle to Vincent in England, and they wanted them to put their motor in a 48 Indian. Yeah, the Vincent
Look at
motor.
that. Look at those carbs.
Do that again for me?
The Vincent Motor.
The Vincent Motor. That's Carolyn. That's Carolyn. That's the reason Mike's able to do what he does, is because she lets him.
Yep, that's right.
So it's a Vincent motor and an Indian frame,
And-
and it's a one of a kind.
Yes, they only produced one.
And is it yours or you
No, it's
sold?
gone. It's gone. It's scrapped. Nobody knows what happened to it. It's gone.
Oh,
There's some people who have them.
But there's been several. This is the fourth replica that's been done.
nice.
Fourth or fifth.
That's Fender.
How it should have been done, but I kept it true to. I wanted to go through the experience of doing it. So Carol and I got stuck in Australia for 10 months when COVID hit. So and that's, we didn't make any sense of owning one because it's British. Then I found out when Australia, the designer of that engine is Philip Irving, who's an Australian. So I could tie that Australian experience with the English motor into an Indian, so I could, you know, make it into a package.
Where are you from?
New Zealand. And it's, I rode it from San Diego up here as well before that, just a little test. But it's an awesome,
Now, is that engine known for its power, or
Yes.
is it? Yeah.
yeah.
What do
The
you?
guy, like it's a 1,000cc engine. The guy that built this one built it to. He's an Australian guy, and this one's to 1,200.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So it's a big engine.
Yeah.
Cruising it at higher speed.
I haven't gone. I'm still breaking it in.
Oh,
but
okay.
You just crack that throttle a little bit, and it's 70 miles an hour, just like that.
Wow.
Nice.
Now, what do these bikes weigh approximately? 4 or 5 tons?
535.
Yeah, approximately 535.
Yeah,
Just the motor is like
Wow.
isn't it?
I think that's with the oil.
Yeah.
It's
So are all these aluminum, the fenders?
no,
Or
the
the
steel.
steel?
Yeah.
This is a replica though. Well, this is a replica.
The
That's
bike is actually it's all real stuff
okay.
all the way through.
Just the engine. It's a replica.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to make it fit into an Indian is a lot of work. It just doesn't fit in. I could see
Yeah, I can tell.
this Indian would have to make a lot of adjustments. It's tight. It has, I don't know if you know what 1 millimeter is, but it's
Yeah.
next to nothing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
The motor needs to go back, but it can't go back any further. It needs to go forwards. It can't go forwards anymore. You got a millimeter, and that's after chopping the crap out of everything. I mean, I can't tell you how much I had to modify that frame.
That's crazy.
Like one more coat of paint on that gas tank, it's not fitting, right?
It's just everything.
They say you lose a lot of friends with this motor, taking it out, putting it in.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, my friend, when he built
They don't want
his,
to do it anymore.
Right, right. It's like moving.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
but that's true, pretty well true to form how Indian built that bike back then. Even the horn location where it is, that's
I like that horn too. That's just
Imagine.
it's on the tag.
Oh, okay.
It'll tell you the day.
World War II crated engine, still brand new, never ran, sitting in Kiwi's man cave. Which I'm not going to show you the whole man cave because it's embarrassing because nobody ever close to getting a man cave like this.
Yeah.
But could you imagine a World War II engine, brand new in
So
crate?
it holds the TV thing.
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
TV.
This
Yeah.
is where the TV stand.
But look at the stand.
And then the
This
Yeah.
is the TV stand.
holds the-
I used to make these leaf spring front ends for the custom Harley guys.
Yeah.
So I built it all into a TV stand.
Nice.
It's crazy.
Oh my god.
And your
Crazy.
favorite fender.
My
That.
favorite sexy fenders, yeah. And it's just a few trophies, a few of
Wow.
just look at this. Just. And one last thing I want to show you. Technical advisor, world's fastest Indian.
This was on our sub.
In memory of Ross Thomas, 10/21/93, 7/22/14. Put that. I want that picture on the end. So, okay.